What's shaking? It's Bacon, and welcome to 2016. I almost said 15 there, because I'm so used to being in the past. But now we're on our way towards greatness. 2016 has to be our year. Not just me and, you guys being on my channel and stuff. No, it has to be your year as well. You have to strive for better than what you had last year. Even if you had like the greatest year of your life, make this one even better so you can just chronicle them. Oh, 2015 was great, but 2016 just shit on it. And one thing people tend to do for the new year is make New Year's resolutions. They'll start out the beginning of the year saying, oh, I'm gonna lose like 20 pounds or something like that. And that right there is a blanket statement. That's just, I'm gonna lose weight 20 pounds. You have to flesh these ideas out. These are goals that you plan to hit. You have to specify them so that you can follow them, because there's so many people that make New Year's resolutions just to like quit them or forget about them in the months to come. And that's sad. That's a waste of time. That's wasting your year in a way, because your New Year's resolution should be making you a better person for what's to come, for you to grow as a person. And a lot of people just say New Year's resolutions just to, have one, just to feel a part of something. But the New Year's resolution that you make isn't for anyone else besides you. What you're doing is for you, and you're the only person, like above anyone else, who can treat you the best. You may not know how to, you may be like confused as to how to, but at the end of the day, only you can make yourself happy. You choose to be upset, you choose to be scared, you choose not to do things, but you can also choose to persevere and to go ahead and do things. Last year I shared my New Year's resolution with my boy Vanuity, and it was anything that we set down, anything that we planned to do, we would end up doing. It's kind of simple, but at least we carried it throughout the entire year. And we continue to do it to this day. Anything that we set our sights on, that we say, I really want to do this, we're going to do it, we're going to see how it goes, and we're just going to work towards it. Like, if it fails, it fails. That will grow us as people. That's the whole point. Failure isn't bad. People are too afraid to fail in this day and age. They stay away from things because they think that it's going to just ruin them. It's just going to wreck them. I think that failures are maybe even better than success at times. Why? Because when you are overly successful, you can get cocky, and you may like not even notice things around you. You get too comfortable, and that's something that I don't want to be. I never want to be overly comfortable, because when that happens and shit goes downhill, you're tumbling. You don't know what to do. And you know what? I'm gonna suggest to you guys a book. And I know, oh, a book. Who reads anymore? Yeah, that's kind of terrible, but my dad gave to me a while ago a book called Who Moved My Cheese, and it's a very short story, so you don't even have to it's not a novel. You don't have to sit down and just read a big ass novel, because I know a lot of people don't like reading for some reason. But yeah, this book just shows why being too comfortable or overly comfortable is dangerous, and it happens to the best of us, but we have to find the best in us to move forward and progress. But back to the example of losing 20 pounds. How do you plan on losing those 20 pounds? I mean, are you going to go on a diet? Are you going to start going to the gym? Are you going to make a schedule for that type of stuff? Or are you just expected to suddenly happen to you? Because to tell you the truth, it won't. So that means for anything that you set to do and you decide you want to do for the new year, you have to work towards it. It's not just gonna naturally happen unless you say, I want to breathe in air. Good job. That wasn't a lot of effort. I mean, you had to like inhale and exhale, but that wasn't that bad, huh? But let's say in the case of the losing 20 pounds, you succeeded. You lost those 20 pounds. And now what? Do you just, sit on your ass and just gain them right back? Is that your plan? Or do you want to keep losing weight? Or do you want to just keep up the weight that you currently have, to stay healthy, to better yourself? That's the whole point of New Year's resolutions, to become better people for ourselves, you know, just to grow. I can't stress this enough. Really, it's all about growth, because New Year's resolutions, every single year you're supposed to be becoming a better you. And that means you have to acknowledge your faults, and we all have a lot of them. I have a ton of faults, but I never let them get out of control or out of hand. I try to suppress them or alter them or utterly erase them and make myself, once again, a better person. Don't be afraid to embark on your journey, people. And if you're curious as to what my New Year's resolutions are, you pretty much already know them. For me, I like to plan ahead, like way in advance with these New Year's resolutions, so that I know how I want to step foot into that new year. And that's why I wanted to make this video earlier. I wanted to do it before the New Year's hit, because I wanted you guys to go into it with that mind state. But that nightmare hit me and I just had to make that video. And then yesterday, I just had no time to record at all because, you know, family was here and stuff like that. My grandparents sadly left today. It's bittersweet because I'm gonna miss them, of course. But at the same time, they were getting in the way of me recording videos and my whole promise to you guys. And that's one of my New Year's resolutions, to make videos regularly as much as I possibly can, if it's possible, you know what I mean? Because of course there are things that are gonna come up, and I as a person tend to be hit with some crazy situations that prevent me from uploading. So I'm, you know, trying to figure out things to counteract that. Maybe pre-recording things, but you don't want to ever overly pre-record, because it can become dated and the information can, you know, just become not relevant anymore and stuff like that. So I have to, you know, pace myself and figure this kind of thing out. Also, I want to figure out a schedule once I'm adding new content that I've been talking about for a while now. I'm gonna need a schedule so you guys can keep up with it and understand when things are gonna drop. Because if I just throw them out randomly like I tend to with, you know, Call of Duty, or when I was only doing Destiny, it doesn't work the same way. I mean, I just don't want you guys to be confused, especially if you're only interested in a certain type of content from me. You may be all over the place if I'm all over the place, and that's not the kind of environment that I want to create. And I'm telling you guys now, the first game that is other than Call of Duty that's gonna hit you in this new year is gonna be Splatoon. Splatoon is that really fun game that is underappreciated on YouTube. You know, there was a lot of Splatoon content before, when like it was first coming out, but at that time the game wasn't as fleshed out as it is now, because they were regularizing free DLC and stuff like that. So we've come a long way in terms of Splatoon, so the content is gonna come a long way with us. But apparently they're not gonna be releasing any more free DLC starting this month, January, so that's a bummer. But they didn't say anything about not making paid for DLC, which I really wouldn't mind, because I have a lot of fun on Splatoon, and I think it's one of the best shooters that I've played in a long time, which is really odd because I've been playing those shooters that I've really enjoyed, or maybe I just like shooters in general. I'm not sure, but this game is really something special, so I want to share that experience with you guys. And there are some other games that are coming out that I'm interested in, but you know, I have to prepare myself for them in advance. And they're games that you guys have suggested to me, which is greatly appreciated, by the way. Thank you for that. Oh yeah, and that DS that I told you guys about, yeah, I got that, and I've been playing that. I had a lot of Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. Your boy doesn't even have his 8th gym badge yet, but I'm already thinking about the post game, because I got Pokemon from like X that I've been like Eevee and Ivy breeding. You know, they're competitive, they're ready to go, and I just want to breed the fuck out of them in this game, which is weird to say, but you know, they have a bunch of egg moves and things like that. If you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, I'm sorry, but I just like talking about Pokemon. I can't help it. So I hope to add that to the channel repertoire later on, because I'll have to prepare for that as well. And damn, man, I've been talking about my plans for a while now on this channel, and finally I get to, you know, bring them into fruition. So hopefully you guys enjoy it, and hopefully you enjoyed this video of me talking about New Year's resolutions and what I plan to do. I hope you guys will like, subscribe, all that jazz, and I will catch you in the next one. 2016, baby.